Everyone knows. Never look under your bed at night. Most people laugh at that rule. They think it's just something parents say to scare kids. But last night, I broke that rule, and I wish I didn't. It started a few weeks ago. Every night, at exactly 2:17 a.m., I would wake up. I don't know why. No alarms. No noise. Just awake. At first, I ignored it. Until I started hearing something. A faint sound, coming from under my bed. Scratch, scratch, scratch. I told myself it was nothing. Maybe the wood, maybe the pipes, maybe my imagination. But deep down, I knew it wasn't, because it only happened at 2:17 every single night. One night, I decided to record it. I placed my phone on the floor, right next to the bed, and waited. 2:16, 2:17. And then, it started. Scratch, scratch, scratch. But this time, there was something else. Breathing. Slow, wet, breathing. I couldn't move. I couldn't even breathe. I just lay there, listening. Then suddenly, the sound stopped. Complete silence. I waited. 1 minute, 2 minutes. Nothing. So I did something stupid. I got off the bed. Slowly, carefully, I leaned down and looked under it. Nothing. Just darkness. I laughed nervously, told myself I was being paranoid. So I got back in bed and tried to sleep. That's when my phone buzzed. A message from an unknown number. I opened it, and what I read made my blood run cold. Why didn't you say hello? I froze. I looked around the room. No one was there. I typed back, "Who is this?" 3 dots appeared instantly. Typing, typing. Then the reply came, "I'm still under your bed." I couldn't breathe. I slowly turned my head and looked at the edge of the bed. And that's when I saw it. Fingers. Long, pale, slowly wrapping around the edge. I screamed and jumped back. The fingers disappeared instantly. I grabbed my phone, hands shaking. I dialed the police. But before the call connected, another message came. "Don't look behind you." I stopped. Everything inside me told me not to turn around. But I did. Slowly, I turned my head. And what I saw was me, standing in the corner of the room, smiling. But it wasn't right. The smile was too wide, too unnatural. My phone dropped from my hand. And then, it spoke, in my voice. "You weren't supposed to look under the bed." The lights went out, and in the darkness, I heard it again, right next to me, breathing, slow, wet, breathing. And then, a whisper, "Now there's 2 of us." I stood there, frozen. My mind couldn't process what I was seeing. It looked exactly like me. Same face, same clothes. But the eyes were wrong. They were empty, completely empty. Then it tilted its head, slowly, like it was studying me. And then it smiled again. Wider this time. Too wide. That's when I realized something. It wasn't copying me. It was replacing me. My phone buzzed again. I didn't want to look, but I had to. Another message. "Get back on the bed." I shook my head. "No." I whispered. "No, no, no." The thing in the corner stopped smiling. Its face changed from happy to something else, something angry. My phone buzzed again, harder this time. Another message. "Get on the bed." The lights flickered once, twice. Then everything went dark. I couldn't see anything, but I could hear it. Not from the corner anymore. Not from under the bed, but right next to me. Breathing. Slow, wet, breathing. I felt something touch my leg. Cold. So cold. I tried to move, but I couldn't. It was like my body stopped working. Then, a whisper in my ear. "You took my place." I felt fingers crawling up my arm, slowly, reaching my neck. I tried to scream. Nothing came out. My vision started fading, everything turning black, and the last thing I saw, before everything disappeared, was myself, climbing onto the bed, laying down, pulling the blanket over, like nothing ever happened. Then silence, complete silence, until 2:17 a.m. A sudden gasp. My eyes opened. I was back in bed, breathing heavily, sweating, shaking. It was just a dream. I whispered. I sat up, looked around the room. Everything was normal. Too normal. Then my phone buzzed. One last message. I slowly picked it up. And read it. Your turn to stay under the bed.